When we said that Chappelle felt his chill running down his spine. It was true. How could Lewis remain so cavalier about such a terrifying prospect was beyond him. They found the number 9, they have to choose, 3 of them would die. Let's forward. They get everyone alone. There's some things they need to think about. Like who you're gonna leave behind when we get to the 9th door. Whatever, Lotus. Whatever. Let's just get out of here. Trilogy turned again, walking away from Lotus. Talking to her had left him feeling ill. Phil's heart felt heavy and his steps sluggish. But he told himself pessimism would get them nowhere. He forced himself to smile and turn to June. Let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay? Yes, you're right. We can think about those other things later. Phil nodded. Alright, where should we go next? Let's go to the first class cabin. Take a look at the first class cabin. It's really close. Turned and took off down the hallway to the left. Outside the first class cabin, they found Clover. He was standing in front of the wall. Staring at me as he pointed on the wall, her eyes blank. What should Phil do? Well, it's probably well... My first instinct says to talk to her, but she's kinda going through some stuff. You know, but it's missing and all that, but... Let's talk to her. Because we have June, and that helps. I don't know. But I'm talking to her. Are you alright? His best to sound friendly, but Chloe didn't respond. Look, I know you're really worried, but I think you have no words to say that didn't sound hollow and fake. Spell hesitated. Chloe was so consumed by worry and fear that she felt soon worried it would crush her. Her actions didn't surprise him. She had suddenly lost her brother, who seemed to be very close to. Alone. Voice was thin and barely audible. Alone. Huh? Alone. I said, leave me alone. So she was screaming. You're so annoying. Just go away and leave me alone. Just looking at you guys is pissing me off. Go away, okay? Just go somewhere else. Stop bothering me. She was taken aback, with anger and hate. Her eyes gone wide with surprise as well. Why are you still here? Didn't you hear me? Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just... Alright, let's go, June. Yeah. They turned and left Clover. And they did, she pulled a glass back over her shoulder to see Clover wiping tears from her face. Clover had driven home the misery of the situation, but she felt that getting depressed would give her nowhere but depressed. Clover said they had to find Snake and fast. It was best to push away the misery and depression and force a smile. So where do you think we should go next? I guess back to the Los Angeles hospital room, because we checked all the other places and people are at their stations, I guess you'd call them. Back to the hospital room. Let's get back to the large hospital room. Alright. That's probably the best idea. Together, they ran down the stairs. On the way to the large hospital room, she felt... On the way to the last hospital room, Chappelle and June, known as Santa, standing next to the number 3 door. Chappelle paused. What'd Chappelle do? Okay, I talked to him. Chappelle and June walked up to Santa. What are you doing? What, you can't tell? Checking out the red. Why, is something bothering you? But it's not bothering you? Huh? It's the guts of the red. Or wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back here? Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious too, but... Who do you think did it? Santa's light narratives looked at June. Shook her head. I don't know. What about you, Chappelle? Who do you think fixed this thing for us? I don't know. I suppose Snake, but I don't know where he is. But could be Zero, maybe? He just messed with us to mess with us? Make us waste time? It doesn't make sense, because there's a way to escape this. I don't know. Snake, sure. Well, it seems like it'd have to been Snake, wouldn't it? Maybe he got back here for any of us. Found the parts somewhere, put them back, and went through one of the doors. No, that doesn't make sense. You need other people for that. No, that's not possible. Okay, at least 3 people to read and open the door. There's only a single person to get through there by themselves. Yeah, I guess you're right. It was a super mistake, and Spell knew it. How do you make just a fool's miscalculation? How did Santa notice this so quickly? Perhaps he wasn't as clever as he used to be. Spell shook his head sadly. So in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red. Santa grinned. Bingo! We have a winner. If it's true, then the person who did doesn't want the rest of us to know that they fixed the red. Yeah. But why? No idea. Maybe they come clean on that and we'll find out something else. Something bad. Something bad. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding. Of course. Could have been something to do with Snake's experience. Think maybe they did something to Snake? That's another question. Chappelle stared at Santa. There's something about him that made him Chappelle wary. First he assumed the other man was terribly clever, but Chappelle was beginning to think he would need to re-evaluate the assessment. When Tim spoke again, his voice was quiet. Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. You have to be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back. You had to say that, Santa, because, you know... You had to say that. When June is probably the person I'm closest to in this game. Thanks for that. Now you're gonna make me all paranoid. Santa, you jerk. Without pressing suggestion, he turned quietly and walked away. Phil and June looked at one another and smiled awkwardly. Where would they go next? We've already been everywhere. There's nowhere else to look. So, finish searching. They looked everywhere they could think of, but Snake was nowhere to be found. Rose looked around at the 6 frustrated faces and spoke. Can't be looking for Santa. Wherever he is, he's not here. We need to get moving. Chappelle couldn't disagree with what she's saying. Snake seemed to have completely disappeared. There was no point to waste any more time. The others seemed to be having similar thoughts, but they stayed silent. Finally, 7 spoke. We don't get a choice. Rose is right. We're not going to find Snake. There's a problem, though. We have to figure out who's going to go through which door. Yes. I have a proposal. She walked back and forth across the floor, her heels clicking against the wood. She's wearing heels? That would suck to run in. Because as far as I know, girls can't run in those for anything. That'd be horrible. I'd imagine anyway, but wouldn't it be horrible, like, just have to walk around in heels for, like, 6 hours? Not 6 hours, like 9 hours? Wouldn't that be horrible? Wouldn't that be horrible, girl viewers? Wouldn't it be? If you wear heels, tell me, because, I don't know, I'm kind of taking a shot in the dark here to use something like an expression or something. Anyway, as I was saying, finally, she stopped. Why don't we assign one person to sacrifice? Sacrifice? Perhaps that's a bit harsh word, but yes. You'll figure it out by now, haven't you? We can all make through those doors. Split into 2 teams, 4 and 3 people, respectively, and 3 people will be left behind. We split 2 teams, 5 people and 2 people, respectively, then 2 people will be left.